Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's April 10th. Today is CPI day, and the CPI data came out slightly hotter than expected. Again, I'm not going to go too much into the macro. We've created a separate channel, myself and someone else, and we discuss our thoughts on the stock market, what's happening in the macro, and how all that stuff impacts crypto. So I do think that it is important to keep an eye on data points like this because eventually it will impact crypto. And in fact, I believe we are seeing the impact of it, pretty much right now, right? Which is that BTC has kind of been in this, very tightened up range right here. The general expectation for me is that BTC needs to pull back further towards maybe mid to low 50s, especially because we have the halving period coming up, especially because, like I said, CPI is coming up. And, there's a bunch of other factors that I do believe can contribute to BTC, breaking down a little bit. But it may not be instant. It may take a few days, maybe all the way up until May. That's where we might get to that 50K or 52K area. But then from there, I do think that we're going to pretty much, be open for something like this. I posted this yesterday on my Outlook. Let me see here. Where did I post it? Right there, right? This is my general thought process and what I think is going to happen headed into this week, which is we may squeeze up higher up until 74, 75K. But overall, my general thoughts are we break down further, clean up a little bit of this excess that we had, especially in open interest, which is a lot of futures positions, people who use leverage to long, clean that up. And by May, possibly June, we start, our big run till the third quarter and end of year up until 80, 90, 100K. Hopefully, right? Hopefully. Um, Let me know your thoughts on it because that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. Okay. Now, I've already spoken about my, overall thoughts on what I believe is, this larger pullback that's coming. Ethereum may be headed down to, let's just say 2,500. That would be a great, buying opportunity for Ethereum. I think Solana, which is one of my top picks, headed down to about maybe 120, 100. That puts Solana basically, from the high to 125, let's just say 100. That puts us around somewhere between 40 to 50% pullback, right? I think that's pretty good in like a mid cycle pullback. Okay. On a weekly basis, if Solana pulls back to about 120s, 100, that to me is a fantastic buying opportunity. Again, not investment advice, right? Um, what else? So we talked about BTC pulling back to the 50s. We talked about, Ethereum pulling back to maybe 2,500 and Solana pulling back to 100 and 120, right? And again, I do expect April and May to be a little bit rocky. You can also go back to 2021 when the summer coming into that season, if y'all remember in 2020, 2021, very, very hot year. And then you had a very sharp sell-off in Solana, almost down 67%. And we pretty much traded sideways in this range. If you kind of look at this from this area to this area, for most of the summer, right? It was like almost a 90 to 100-day sideways move. And then till the end of the year after that, June, July, August, like actually, August, September, October, all the way up until November, December, we went, put in massive, massive highs for Solana. I think something similar is going to happen in Sol till the third or fourth quarter of this year. And then taking this back to Degen chain, which is my main discussion, right? I think Degen is probably going to do the same thing, right? If we pull up the Degen token here, I've already told y'all that I'm very persistently bullish on the Degen token. And I've spoken about why I believe that it is extremely underrated and underpriced and mispriced rather. And I think, if you compare Degen token to where it sits right now, which is, somewhere around 400 million in market cap, and we start extrapolating that out into, the larger market caps of Polygon, which is an L2, sitting at 8 billion, Cardano, which sits at 20 billion, and then Solana, which sits at somewhere around 75 to 80 billion. Personally, I think at minimum, I think Degen can go up to Polygon's market cap, which is a 20x almost, right? Or Cardano's market cap, which is almost like a 40x. Again, this is not, predictions, not financial advice. This is my general thoughts on how I see Degen chain building till the end of this year. I've already spoken about numerous times how the Degen token has really embedded itself in the Warpcast economy. I highly, highly encourage you, if you're watching this video, first, check out my Degen chain playlist. This is on YouTube. My channel is called Alpha Trades. Please do check it out. There's invite links in all these videos and the current video that you're watching. Basically, if you click on the video, right, you will see my invite link here, and you can join Warpcast with that invite link, and I'll send you, free warps, which help you kind of join channels, and I'll send you free Degen tokens, which help you explore the Degen L3 economy. This is everything about the Degen ecosystem and economy that's going on right now. In the previous videos, this playlist right here that you're seeing, I've already spoken about, why you should be active on Dracula, right? Dracula is a social content creation app, kind of like Instagram, kind of like TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Facebook Reels. But here, being active gets you potential rewards, right? Rewards in Degen token, rewards in GOAT token. So we're in this Web3 world where effectively doing what you're already going to do, which is posting content on social media, here not only gets you views, but it can get you free airdrops, free tokens. And I think that's pretty incredible. And I think that's how the Web3 world works right now. And you've got to be involved in it. So first step is get on Warpcast. The invite link is below. If you join with my invite link, just send me a DM or something. I'll send you some free Degen. Join Dracula. This is for your own, benefit, right? If you're a content creator or you just like, scrolling through feed of, all kinds of different content, you will see that you get these little points every time you watch a video, right? See it +1 every time I watch a video. And I think this is basically like your activity on the app of how active are you. If you keep watching these videos, you may get a higher and higher balance. I don't know if that means like you get more tokens if the balance goes higher or what, but it's got to mean something, right? Because they're basically tracking your activity, your content creation on this app. All right, moving on. I've also created Swatch Collective, which is my little group of anyone who owns Swatch, the NFT. And I spoke about this NFT, pretty much on launch day. Now it's trading at 0.12. It was trading at 0.04, I think, or maybe 0.03. So it went from, let's just say like $90 or whatever the price is to now, is this like $1,000 or somewhere close to $1,000, right? Or no, I think I got that wrong. Sorry. It's more like 300 or 400, right? So basically like $90 to $100 to now, $300-400 for one swatch, right? NFT. And why is this NFT kind of cool is, I've already spoken about this in previous videos, is because it's one of the newer collections on base chain. And I think it's just really cool art created by a really cool artist, JVMI. And JVMI helped me start this Swatch Collective group. He wrote this post, and I'm running this group as just a group for Swatch owners and collectors. And we just discuss, art and markets. And sometimes I'll if I have any alpha to give, or if I have any free whitelist spots to give, like this one, this is a free mint that you will get on the Solana ecosystem. It's Hampters, which is a NFT. Um, you get to mint some free NFTs for basically nothing, right? And if they do well in the future, you just got, some of your good alpha, good money made by a free mint that you got from having an NFT that you own, right? Which is on a completely different chain. So this is the kind of um, benefits that I want to provide to the Swatch Collective group, which is if we ever find any opportunity, I pass it on to the Swatch Collective group. Other than that, we just have fun, discuss art. But the caveat is you have to own a Swatch piece to join our channel, Swatch Collective. Okay. Moving on. You also have, where people can tip you for if you're talking, discussing content, you post memes, whatever, you get tipped, right? And this is kind of like, I've gotten tipped like 7,000 Degen so far. I'm not really doing anything different like I do on Twitter, but here people will tip me for my content, my insight, information, whatever, right? I will do the same for you. If you have cool content or you come across my feed, I will happily tip you. Okay, so this is, the great thing about being on Warpcast. So once again, join Warpcast. We've already spoken about this DApp list, right? Make sure you keep this in your bookmarks, dgen-projects.xyz. These are all the projects that are active right now. FrogSwap to NFT Degen. This is where you can buy, NFT art on the Degen chain. You could buy Degen or .degen domain names. Degen swap is like a DEX where you can swap, um, Degen tokens into Dinu, which is like a meme coin, or Goat, which is another, meme coin, right? I've spoken about some of these meme coins on my feed, and some of them I'm actually really, really bullish on. And full disclosure, I may have some positions in them. So this is not financial advice. Don't follow me on this stuff because I have a higher tolerance for drawdowns because I don't really stick all my capital in it. So, Goat or Sinez, which is another one, right? Another basically a meme coin. But sometimes these meme coins, you have opportunity to get in relatively early. Like this one has not even really taken off. Once it does, it could do really well. But sometimes you also have really bad drawdowns in meme coins, right? Here's Depe. I've spoken about Depe before. Um, you know, I think I spoke about Depe somewhere like around here. It went up, pulled back, you know, pulled back a little bit, and then just, pretty much went sideways and down. Can it recover? Maybe, right? I don't know. It's up to the project, how they're going to incentivize people to buy the token, et cetera, et cetera. There's way more factors at play here than me telling you this is a good meme, right? I think memes have, for the last few months, been a little bit overplayed. And I think the market cooling off now is going to clean up the bad memes and maybe rotate capital into the good memes. Who knows? Or maybe memes at large, disappear till, I don't know, maybe like 3 months, 6 months or something. Okay. But in general, that's what Degen swap this can be used for to buy, some of these meme coins, or you can go to mint.club, right? And at mint.club, you can go to all assets here and you'll see, what is trending, what has the most amount of tokens locked up, what has a lot of momentum, right? So this is where you can start doing research. And then of course, you have airdrops too, which you can just claim for free, right? Like this one right here, let's just say I wanted to claim this airdrop. It's basically free, so it doesn't really cost you anything, or if anything, barely anything, right? So there you go. I just claimed it. So on this website, mint.club, you get to basically claim a lot of these, airdrops, and maybe they're worth something in the future, or maybe they're just completely trash tokens. I don't know, right? But that remains to be seen. But this is how you can kind of stay active in the ecosystem of, the Degen chain, right? So this being the ecosystem, and then of course there's more and more projects that are coming up. Gold Sky, Dora, Zora, which is a NFC marketplace. Payflow, I've already spoken about, right? It's very simple on-chain, money movement or payments infrastructure. Okay. All right. Moving on. Moonwell is, I don't know if it's on base chain or Degen or both, but this is where you can kind of park your money and you can earn free yield on even stables, right? Like 10% on supplying USDC that's huge, right? I mean, no one will really give you 10% with this kind of yield. But of course, please do your own research, all right? Because I don't know where that yield comes from. Same thing with Ethereum, right? Like if you supply, you get 8.6% for just parking your ETH on the base chain, okay? So yeah, Moonwell Finance is one of those other tools that you want to be paying attention to. And then finally, you have some, cool stuff like Beam, which is it's like a fun, if you've played Wordle, like Wordle is, where you guess the word, like this 5-letter word. And if you guess it, you have a chance to win, $10, $50, whatever they have, on a every day or every week basis. So I think that's kind of cool, where you have embedded games right into Warpcast. And this is how I think they're going to generate more and more activity within Warpcast itself by giving Degen tokens away, by incentivizing users to play games within Warpcast itself. So I think, spending a lot of time on Warpcast will ultimately, in my opinion, give you more benefits over a long period of time. All right. So that's pretty much it. That's a good amount of information, different projects to check out. I already told you about Dracula. I think this free sort of airdrop or money for creators is going out today, but they're actually going to be doing this every week. So every week, like myself, whenever I create this content, if you start creating content by next week or 2 weeks from now or a month from now, maybe you get airdropped, some free Degen tokens or GOAT tokens or whatever, right? Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope y'all enjoy the alpha here. Hit the thumbs up, join Warpcast. I have my invite link below. Come hang out, come say hi. And if you have one of the swatches, these swatches right here, come join the Swatch Collective. All right, good luck, everybody. Take care. Cheers.